Now then, people, it's Joe, it's All Leeds TV, it's Friday night, it's the start of your weekend, and what better place to start it than at All Leeds TV as we react to tonight's lineup away at Molineux against Wolverhampton Wanderers, the Wolves. So yeah, really excited for this one. As always, guys, please smash a like on the video. Let's get to as many likes as possible. Share, subscribe if you're watching on Twitter. Please drop us a retweet. I need to do that myself. I'll do that in a second when I come to Oscar, who's going to take us through the lineups. Remember, guys, keep it locked because on match day, All Leeds TV have got you covered. Straight up after this, the lineup live reaction. We've got your watch along at 7:45. Obviously, we'll watch the game together. Watch it on BT, mute it, listen to us. Totally unbiased commentary. We can guarantee you that. After that, about 10, 10:15, we've got your live post-match reaction. We want you to get involved in the chat. And then, of course, following that, at 11 o'clock, bearing in mind, we're here all night. From 11 o'clock, we'll be doing your live player ratings as well, which we enjoy. We enjoy you guys watching. We enjoy the content. You know, we can just enjoy it all, man. We enjoy it all. But how are you doing, Oscar Milan? Are you doing good? Are you excited?
I'm good. You might see a little smile on my face because I've just seen the Leeds United lineup, and we're going to go through that in a second. But really? Guys, as Joe said, we're up all night. We're up all night filming. We're up all night for Luke Murphy, and we're getting into
we're
this.
Up all night
for Luke Murphy. We're up all night for Luke Murphy. Right, anyway.
Yeah, so, and check this out as well, Oscar. Yeah. Look at this flashy new hoodie from the All Leeds TV store. I bought myself a t-shirt. I bought myself a hoodie. I do wear it myself, guys. You can get that as well, so make sure you check out the All Leeds TV store. It's quite nice, actually. Blue, you can get it in grey, you can get it in whatever you want. But yeah, make it happen. But I'm going to head over to Oscar now. Smash a like before we do. We want to get 100 likes before we even go through these lineups. I'm going to check that out, Oscar. Let me see if we
don't line up until we get to 100.
Yeah. I mean, we could be. We possibly could be here until kickoff if that's the case. So we best just crack on with the lineup, haven't we, my man?
Right, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Right, I'll do my best to try and tell you in the order this is going to be. Right, let's start with goalkeeper. I think that's probably the only position that's clear. So it is Mr. Ilan Meslier. Mr. Ilan Meslier in goal. It looks like, from the way the team's kind of written down, it looks like Jamie Shackleton is still in at right back.
Nice.
Centre backs, it looks like on the right side, we've got Luke Ayling.
Okay.
Left side, we've got Liam Cooper.
Yeah.
And then at left back,
Stewie D. What does that mean then? What does that mean?
So this is where it becomes complicated now. Let me just have another look at this before. Right, let me just try and...
I think you're bang on.
Okay,
right. I think we're going Pascal. I think Pascal next.
I think it is then Pascal. I'm excited now, mate. What's coming up in a second? Pascal holding midfield. We then have a central midfield pair of Matthias Klick.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
And oh my word, you know what I've just discovered? I've got a picture for him. Tyler Roberts.
Guys, it's been that long that we expected Tyler Roberts to be starting in this Leeds United side that we don't even have an image for him.
I put Niall Huggins in there, and then you got the Tyler Roberts in there. But Tyler Roberts is starting this game.
Wow,
it looks like Tyler Roberts is playing. Big call. John LUFC not in the team. Let's just finish it off. We've got Rafinha on the right, Jackie Harrison left, and Paddy Bamford up top. So, I mean, mate, surprising one. I'm just going to get the whole graphic up now. 1 second. But that is a surprise, isn't it, to be fair?
Oh, massively, yeah. I'm taken aback by that. I think, look, if you're looking at the week, I guess this could have always been an option, but Tyler hasn't been up to a level warranting enough to start. But I think the fact, we've said it before, that he's had a number of good performances off the bench and he's warranted a start. It's nice to see Klick in there. And the fact that Stuart Dallas, he's going to be at left back against Adama Traore, who we pocketed in that first game, may I say. Yeah. But it also, it makes me feel better than Alioski going up against Adama Traore, if you know what I mean.
No, absolutely. I think it's a better matchup, to be fair. Guys, I'll just show you the whole picture, actually, of Leeds United and the bench, of course. So, I mean, to be fair, Leeds have got it listed. I don't agree with how Leeds are listed. They've got like Cooper at left back and Shackleton holding midfield, but it'll definitely be Dallas at left back. I think we can be pretty sure of that. Of course, on the bench, we've got Kiko Garcia, Johnny Alioski, Diego Llorente is also on the bench. Right. Leif Davis on the bench as well. Helder Costa, Jack Jenkins, Niall Huggins, Pablo Hernandez, and Joe Gelhard. So, yeah, it's quite an interesting bench, that. And looks a little bit more experienced. Alioski, Llorente on there. And obviously, Pablo. It's a lot more experience than the Arsenal bench, isn't it, to be fair, mate?
Yeah. And as if by magic, I have located a Tyler Roberts picture. and hopefully we'll see that image of Click coming up behind him there, just as he scored to make it 1-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But that is the big talking point. I think from me, from a personal standpoint, just one moment, we've just had a super chat. So Joe Mermelstein says, I'm sorry if I've hammered that, Mermelstein, I'll say. I've been a Roberts critic, but hyped to see him in today. He's been up for it against a relatively slow Wolves. And John, both myself and Oscar have also been a critic of his this season. I mean, Oscar was a massive, and still is a massive supporter of Tyler and his potential. I was a bit like, look, he needs to go out on loan, he needs to do it, he's still a young lad. But we've both criticised him, and rightly so. We took a bit of stick on some of the comments for the stick we give Costa, but these players are not exempt from criticism, and Tyler was right at that time to get some criticism. However, he never got loaned out. He's had a kick up the arse, and every performance he's appeared off the bench since that time, since January, he has performed well. And we've discussed it at length and said, is there a chance he starts? And I'm absolutely buzzing that he's starting. It's something different, and it also gives us a bit more defensive solidity with Dallas at left back, Oscar.
Yeah, 100%. I think to be fair, Casey made the point yesterday about Tyler, that Wolves midfield, it's not the most mobile in terms of Neves, Moutinho. They do tend to dive into tackles, especially Neves. Tyler can maybe skip past him in that first sort of 10 minutes. And he got them diving in, which is a good situation to have. But but the thing is, obviously talking about those two players, Tyler's got to prove it tonight. Tyler's got no excuses now. He's starting for 90 minutes. Well, hopefully get 90 minutes under his belt here. He's playing alongside Click. So obviously defensively, Click and Struick will do a lot of the work. So he's not got to worry too much about that. This is a big opportunity for him tonight. In behind Bamford, what can he do? What can he make happen? I think last couple of performances, there's been a lot of industry about it. I think Arsenal, we saw a bit of everything, a bit of skill, created the goal, made things happen, good on the press. Everything was good about him. I think Helder Costa tonight, to be fair, big game for Helder Costa, because he'll probably come on because he scored in the last game. Bielsa will probably reward that if Rafinha, Harrison don't have good performances. And Helder Costa, former club, former manager, former players used to share the team. He's got to show them tonight that they were wrong to sell him. In his mindset, even if Wolves will probably still think that's the case, he's got to show in his mindset that Nuno Espirito Santo, Wolverhampton Wanderers, that board made the wrong decision. He's got to be pumped for this night, because if he can't get himself pumped for a game like this, then you got to be asking questions there. But yeah, hopefully we see big performances from both of them, especially Tyler. But yeah, I've got the Wolves lineup as well, to be fair. If you want to,
just while you're flashing that up,
the sexiest graphic by far of all the team lineups we've done so far. Look at this.
Yeah, just while you're flashing that up, Oscar, I'll just remind everyone, we've got over 500 people watching us for this live lineup reaction, which is peak numbers, I think, for all Leeds TV. Yeah. So really grateful that everyone's joining in. 150 likes. Let's see if we can get that to 200 before this stream's finished. Remember, after this, we'll be straight over to the watch along as we look ahead to Wolves. But crazy numbers on the live lineup reaction. So thank you everyone who's watching us right now. It's greatly appreciated. But let's talk about that sexy graphic then, mate, and that Wolves lineup.
Look at this though. Look how handy this is. Look at that. Look at that. You even got that. So as you can see there, guys, obviously got Rui Patricio in goal. Leandro Dendoncker, Connor Cody, Roman Saiz as the back three, Nelson Semedo right wing back, Johnny Otto left wing back, Ruben Neves and João Moutinho as the midfielders, and then a front three of Adama Traore on the right, Pedro Neto on the left, and William Jose up top. On the bench, got John Ruddy, Kijana Hueva, Ais Nori, Marcel, Fabio Silva, Morgan Gibbs Wright, Vitinha, Max Kilman, and Owen Otasawi. So, yeah, interesting team, mate. Interesting lineup, that, isn't it? I think, obviously, we're expecting something like that.
Yeah, 100%. The back three. Obviously, Bolly's a miss, I think. I'm not sure. The Wolves fan, maybe he's in for Saiss or Dendoncker. I'm not sure. But he's always going to be a miss. I believe so anyway. Obviously, the wing backs are going to be key. We know Semedo is good going forward, you know, whether or not, I don't know. I think Harrison and Dallas can cause problems down that side. Will Adama Traore be up for the fight in terms of tracking back? Obviously, Shackleton and Ayling on that right-hand side as well have to be wary of the threat of Neto. And look, Willie and Jose, you'll be able to tell us a lot more, obviously, you know, being in the Spanish league. But he hasn't really done much since he's come over. But again, he's still a good striker at this level, I would believe so, Oscar. So, I mean, maybe you can tell us more. And obviously, we know about the midfield too, with Neves and Moutinho, top midfielders. And I think I'm really interested to check out Johnny Otto as well, because he took a hell of a lot of praise from the Wolves fans prior to this. I don't watch a lot of Wolverhampton, you know, if I'm honest. So I'm really interested to see how that battle goes with Rafinha and Johnny Otto on that, you know, left wing back position.
I think one thing that also stands out is you look at the back three along there.
Yeah,
Dendoncker, Cody, Saiss. They're all actually midfielders by trade. You know, in terms of Conor Cody, you know, I know he's obviously been in that position for a long time now. He started out as a holding midfielder, then Donker's box to box. Saiss played holding midfield for Wolves in the past. So that's interesting that, you know, no Bolly, you know, kind of in there to kind of like really shepherd it. So it's going to be interesting how that works. But I think obviously Jose is you know, he's physical. I think he's a bit more like Jimenez than what Fabio Silva is. But I don't think he's as clinical. I don't think he's the most clinical striker. But what I will say is crosses into the box, certainly from his time in Spain, bit of a danger man in that kind of respect. A bit of a, it's difficult. It's interesting. I've not seen loads of him, to be fair. I've only seen him obviously in, you know, games against like the big kind of clubs in Spain. But yeah, he looks decent, to be fair. But I would say if you give me a choice between Bamford or Jose, I'd still go Bamford. I think Bamford's got a bit more of an all-round game, certainly at the minute to them. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because that is the same shape pretty much that Wolves went with last time against us. I think only difference is Kilman's playing on the bench this time. So it'd be interesting. I think obviously Roberts, I look at the midfield, they've got 2, we've got 3. So you look at it naturally and think we should overload them a little bit in that kind of midfield. You know, Roberts can get past Neves. There's loads of space then for Click, and it'd be interesting in that respect. But yeah, you have to look at that front three. Neto, Traore, they'll swap sides. You know, I think that's been well documented over the last week by the Wolves fans. Obviously, our big match preview yesterday. You know, they will swap sides throughout the game. You might see Traore try and get at Dallas in the first sort of 10, 20 minutes. Yeah. But if it goes like the one at Ellen Road, probably Neto might switch over to that side, and they might try and get Traore running at Shackleton. But I find it very interesting. I did not expect to see Shackleton start ahead of Alioski in the respect at fullback. I didn't think. Yeah. I think that's props to Bielsa, though, obviously showing that you know, he's willing to reward performance, because obviously if you're rewarding performance, you have to drop Alioski for that last performance. And yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it pans out. It wouldn't be a massive surprise if you see later on in the game, if we're behind, Alioski come on just to bring a bit more.
We were discussing it last night, weren't we? I was saying how I still expected him to be here next year, and Gary and Cage didn't agree, but I think we might see him come on at some point, definitely, to see. He might not even come on at left back. We'll have to wait and see. Just want to shout out my man Paulo Prey over in Vietnam, watching in Vietnam. It's 3 a.m. over there, so big shout out to him, and for all the fans that are watching Leeds United across the world at mad times. Big shout out to you all. But yeah, for those that are asking as well, it is on BT Sport. The game is on BT Sport. But as always, you know, mute that. I mean,
listen to this.
Yeah, obviously they normally have Karen Carney on, don't they? But they don't have tonight. They've got Redfern's Mrs. Lucy doing it tonight. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be much better for your ears, I guess, than normal. But we would always say, try not to listen to them. Have it on TV and have us on your laptop or your tablet or your phone and listen to us, man. It's much better.
Guys. Come to us.
Yeah, come over.
We'll give you a commentary. We've also got a special guest tonight. Last time we won, He did join us, and we have got.
Well, he did actually message me and say, I'm free tonight, and every time I've been on with one, so I think you need to accept my invitation. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll have you over. Giancarlo, friend of the show, will be back on Fans Post Match soon enough. Says, what's happening tonight if we smash the like?
Okay, if we smash the like tonight, I've got a good one. Every time we smash the like, Stewie Dallas will just...
shoulder barge Traore.
Shoulder barge Traore. I was trying to think of the words. I messed it up, but you saved me there, mate. You saved me there. What an assist that was. It'll shoulder barge Traore into the advertising audience. That will be what happens every time you smash that like, guys.
After he's lathered up and oiled up his muscly arms, Traore, as he likes to do.
How sticky must that be? Like, his shirt must just get stuck to his arms. Like when
do you know what? I actually went shopping earlier and bought myself some multi-pack Lucozades. I'm trying the pink lemonades.
I thought you were going to say you yourself some oil then.
No. As soon as I bought it, I thought someone's going to check up the fact that I'm always drinking Lucozade. But it's better than the Monster and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I drink it. The Monster's not good, man. Dancers.
Available for sponsorship.
Yeah. Other energy drinks are available. Yes, Logan, LUFC Lewis will be joining us. We actually did a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the other night over on Lewis's channel. It was brilliant. I'm not going to lie. Might even have piqued the chase for those that have watched the chase. We'll have to wait and see if anyone manages to win $1 million. We'll have to wait and see, but you've always got to back your boys at All Leeds TV. That's all I'll say.
Back the boys. Whether you're right or wrong to do so, who knows?
Chris Kelly says he's missed the lineup, so we'll just flash it through now. So,
well, tough, Chris. Now, any mess? We'll show you.
You're late, Chris. Tough shit.
He's a legend.
Melier, Ayling at right. Not Ayling. Shackleton at right back. Ayling and Pascal Strauch in. I've got it totally wrong. I have. Wait there. Ilian Melier in goal. Right back, Jamie Shackleton. Centre back partnership of Ayling and Cooper. Left back, Stuart Dallas. In CDM, I would assume is Pascal Strauch. I know a lot of you might not want to hear that, but it is what it is. Ahead of him, then we've got Dallas, and of course, no, we haven't got.
That's it, though, mate. I was looking at it and thinking, hang on, I've got too many players here.
Yeah. Even I haven't. My head's up my arse. It's not Dallas. Dallas is at left back, so we're going to have a midfield two of Click and Roberts on the right, Rafinha on the left, Harrison, and of course Bamford leading the line. And then the bench: Casilla, Alioski, Llorente, Davis, Costa, Jenkins, Huggins, Hernandez, and Geldart. Maybe tonight we see Geldart finally.
I think Llorente potentially.
Yeah, we've got that line up, which is Rui Patricio, Saiz, Cody, Dendonka, Semedo, Johnny Otto, Moutinho, Neves, and a front three of Neto, William Jose, and Adama Traore. So threats are plenty. But I expect Wolves to play not as deep as they did in that first tie at Ellen Road, but I expect them to play deep and try to contain Leeds early doors. And I'm just hopeful that we're on song. I heard a great point earlier on the Phil Hay podcast, and someone said, I think it might have been Michael Normanton. I'm with you, Alfie. I think he said,
if he has a poor game now, I'm gonna have to go into hiding. I'm gonna have to put a mask on for the post-match stuff. I'm gonna have to pretend.
Definitely. I think Michael Normanton made the point and said you can always tell almost within the first 5, 10, 15 minutes whether or not Leeds are going to get something out of this game, just with the way we start the game, and that was very evident against Arsenal. We said ourselves, didn't we, after 5-10 minutes, it's not looking great, this. So as long as we start well and create chances, and we just need to be clinical, because I was quite surprised that quite a lot of the Wolves fans thought they deserved that 1-0 victory at Ellen Road, and I'm not sure I agreed. No. In all honesty, I thought we should have had something from the game, but that's football, innit? It's a game full of opinions. So, if we're clinical this time around, which we have been much better with, then hopefully we get 3 points and then look ahead to Southampton, and then plenty of games to come. But I'm excited, Oscar. What about you, mate?
Yeah, mate. I mean, I can't be much more excited. I think we go into this game, there's not much pressure on us. It's just I think at this stage of the season, it's just performance, get the result, and see what happens. You know, if we put in a good performance tonight, I thoroughly back us to take the chances. You know, the form the front three's in. You know, I think the quality's there for us to do Wolves damage. And I just think it's going to be a really good game. I think, you know, you look at that Wolves graphic, it's just top class. I mean, why we can't have a graphic like that? You ain't got a match stat on there. You even have the match stats on the side. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Yeah. Mr. Craig Wilson, what's happening, mate? What's happening? Get it sorted. Look at that graphic there. Right, but anyway, I'll stop mithering about that. Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to have a wet dream about that graphic, doesn't it, to be fair? By the way I've gone on about it that
bit early for that. Oscar, we're not even past the watershed yet.
Yeah, to be fair. Apologies. But yeah, you know, look, it's a massive opportunity for us, isn't it? I think what the big thing is about these games, Friday nights, it's the worst thing in the world or it's the best thing in the world. If you win the game, you go into the weekend, you know you got 3 points on the board. We know we go into the top half of the table if we win this. If we lose it, just have to not watch any football for the entire weekend.
For the rest of the weekend, exactly.
It's just the way it goes, isn't it, really? But we will win it. We will win it, and it will be a fantastic weekend. You know, it will be fantastic. But there's some really good battles on that pitch tonight.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it as well.
I think Neto potentially against Ayling. You know, Neto will probably cut inside a little bit. It'll be interesting, to be fair. You know, look, if Leeds Davis comes on, you know, it's a big one. But I think Llorente potentially, if the game doesn't go to plan, might come on and hold midfield. That might be a potential foil for us, you know, today. But great to see him back. But I'm very glad we've not rushed him in. Delighted about. I think the lads at All Stats aren't. We said the worst thing we could do is panic after that 4-2 defeat and throw Diego straight back in. Right thing to do. And Robin Cox almost back as well. So everything's positive. Everything's positive, mate.
Tis, mate. I agree with you completely. Sorry, I flashed the wrong comment up there, but it's already been done. It's already been taken care of. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for tuning in. 640 odd people. That's crazy. That's crazy numbers for a lineup reaction. Let's see if we can peak them numbers and get them numbers to come over onto the watch along. Which will be starting at quarter to. So we'll be back very soon.
Oh man, Corey, he's whenever West Ham win, you hear nothing from Corey when West Ham lose. But when they won last week, he was talking about a title challenge last week. I'm only messing, mate. We all know you're a Leeds fan anyway.
Don't worry, Corey. We will give you your moment next week on Before the Whistle Blows. We will bring up that game. Don't worry. Oscar's in the hot seat, and I'll make sure that he brings up that game.
Oh yeah, well, anything to annoy Hal. Yeah. You know, any opportunity to be fair. It's all good to be fair.
Definitely, yeah. Like Alison and Matty Adams say, smash the like and see you on the other side. So we'll be back here at 7:45 with your watch along. All right. So we shall see you over there very, very soon. I am going to now play that lovely little intro or outro. Intro as an outro. Maybe we need
to create if this doesn't get you up for the game, I don't know what does, guys.
No, yeah, exactly. This honestly, you can't see what I can see, but when yous all go off and the tune starts pumping, Oscar's down below going,
pumping. I'm ready to go.
Putting his guns up and all that. Right, peace out. See you at 7:45. Smash the like. Bye.